Hi everyone, Paul Akers, host of the American Innovator. You know, the innovative spirit is alive and well, and everywhere I travel around the world, I bring back ideas and creativity to share with my audience to continuously improve and change the way we live. Welcome to the American Innovator. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the American Innovator. If you recall, last week we were just interviewing Ashley Bailey as he had traveled all the way from the UK to spend about 1 week with FastCap embedded with us, kind of seeing what lean really looked like in the real world. And Ashley was explaining how he reduced inventory from 6 months to only 4 weeks. And now this week we're going to look at what else Ashley saw as we solve problems at FastCap and how we communicate with one another. And Ashley actually got to lead our morning meeting, something we've never let anyone else ever do. And you're going to see a little clip of that as well. So hopefully it'll be a very interesting American Innovator as you see Ashley Bailey transform his company in just 8 months by applying lean. Returns are better in terms of your delivery times and everything else, and your profit is up. Everything is going a lot better in 8 months.
Yeah. So we
that's pretty miraculous.
We implemented all that, and that's when we started the morning meeting then to get everybody together and say, right, this is what we're going to do. This is how it's going to work, and then we explained what we've been doing, with the stock control and everything, and we'd moved it from the end of the factory into the centre to where everybody can get to it. So there's less movement.
Wow.
So.
And you trust your people instead of lock and key. Everything you got a lock and key. It's all there, and look, if you can't trust your people, you might as well forget it. Right?
Everything was there. So
now, and your employees are enjoying this.
Yes. Yeah, they see. I mean, we're there 8 months now, so the morning meeting's regular. If I'm not there, the meeting happens.
What's even more incredible to me, though, is that when you're here, your people are emailing you nonstop photographs and pictures of all their improvements.
Yeah.
I mean, it isn't like only when you're there. Constantly you're showing me, look at this improvement, look at this improvement, look at this. I mean, I've never seen anything like this before. It's pretty remarkable.
Right.
I mean, it took me 12 years. Frankly, I'm pissed at you. It took me 12 years to get where you are, and you did it in eight months.
Yeah, well,
pretty good.
We had a good teacher.
I tell you, that is really impressive that your people are that engaged.
Yeah, they can see the difference in the way the life was to the way the life is now. You know, they can see how easier we're making things, and everything that's changed. And this is the key concepts that if they've got something that they want to change or they're struggling with something, and I implement a change from it, it's because it makes their life easier. It's not because the change will mean that I can make more profit off the product.
Right. It's all focused on the people.
Yeah. It's not so I can say, I can save money on what they're doing.
Right.
It's they can. It's easier for them. They don't have to
It's remarkable. So I've asked you this question. So you're like 100% sold out that lean is the way forward for your company.
Yes.
Because.
Because it's given clarity to what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's allowed me to focus.
And what is it that you're doing?
It's eliminated all the waste.
Right.
It's eliminated all the waste from the business, which is allowing everybody to have a more enjoyable experience working in the company, which obviously translates eventually to the bottom line.
But the bottom line's secondary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Most people get that all screwed up all the time. Yeah. I would say that if there's one thing that you're doing differently than most of the CEOs that I engage, no matter where I am in the world, it's that you are on the shop floor. Yeah. And most CEOs are afraid to strap on the tool belt, pick up the broom, and really find out what's happening on their factory floor.
Well, see, for me, it's not my industry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a software programmer by trade.
I know you're not even a nuts and bolts guy.
No.
You're not even.
So it was a huge learning curve to start with.
Wow.
When we get manufacturing issues and things like that to resolve that. But
this is not your bailiwick, so to speak.
No.
Yeah.
No. So having having a programming background, I'm logical.
Right.
In resolving the issue. So, it's not really been a problem. It's just been a learning curve.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So after 4 days of being here at FastCap, what is maybe the number one takeaway that you've learned? Was it worth coming this far?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but there's so many things. But in terms of the people within the company, it's the clarity of information that if you're speaking to somebody that they are, 100% understanding of what you're expecting them to do.
How do we do that?
How do you do it at FastCap?
Yeah. How do you
well,
see that?
You explain it. You'll have the discussion about a problem or what the solution is going to be. You'll discuss at the end of it. You'll say, right, what I want to happen is, and you'll explain how they're going to do it, or they will explain it to you, and you'll repeat it back to them, or you'll ask them to repeat it back to you if you've explained it.
So I don't say, I want you to do this, this, and this, Bob, and then walk away. I make sure they repeat it back to me. There's total understanding, total clarity, and then we move forward.
Yeah, and if it's not right, then you go through it
And
again.
is that unusual, you think?
Yes, yeah. It's kind of you'd kind of see it as, from an outside, as over the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then when you look at the problems that we have where we think we've discussed it, and you go away and you come back and you've got something different.
And that's why I do, and that's frankly why I do it, because I don't want to repeat myself. I don't want to go over the same thing twice. It's ridiculous, right?
You get the answer back when they've changed something, and you say, I thought you meant.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I thought you meant just cost time, money, materials. Yeah,
interesting. So clarity in what the goals and objectives are on a daily basis. How was the morning meeting? How did that? You actually led the morning meeting this morning, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
We've never actually let anybody ever lead the morning meeting outside of our company. You're the first one to ever do that. Yeah. Right. And the cool thing is that wasn't even my idea. It was one of our employees' idea. They said, "Why don't you lead the meeting?" Yeah. And you stepped right in and did a perfect job. So what was the morning meeting like in compared to maybe what you saw in the videos and compared to what it really was? How did that seem?
It was engaged. Everybody was engaged in it. It wasn't just everybody sort of stood around. I mean, the starts of our meetings was like that, and I did speak to John there about how did they start things. Right. And he said, yeah, at first it's a bit, looking at the watch. I've got work to do. Can we get this over with? And ours started exactly the same until we got that rhythm. Right. Once they realised that it is going to happen.
This is real.
Yeah, but it was a fact. I think then that when I was asking questions in the meeting, and they did tease out the answers, that then they were listened to. So then all of a sudden you could see the change. Right. Of, before it doesn't matter what I say, he'll do what he wants anyway. Right. Now it's
collaborate.
Yeah. So when they say, I think we should do this, you go, okay. Wow. Let's do that.
And you were telling me that Michelle is like really excited, like at the end of every meeting. What does she do at the end of every meeting?
Oh yeah, at the end of it, this is how we're going to judge the success of it. But at the end of the meeting, we get a big woohoo!
Right on.
So but it only started with Michelle. Now and again, we get a couple others in there.
Right.
So I think Michelle's judging the success of the meetings when everybody's doing it.
She's kind of like your lean champion.
She is, yeah.
Wow. And why do you think she likes it so much? I mean, here she is, early 20s, never been exposed to lean, manufacturing environment. All of a sudden, hey, she's like, right on, let's start doing this. What is it?
She likes the American way, I think, and the enthusiasm. But that's shared by myself. As in, it's all positive. There's nothing negative about it. There's nothing. I can't do that.
So I always tell people that lean is not some sterile business theory. It's actually very human oriented. Would you agree with that?
Yes. Yeah.
And I think that's probably what she likes about it.
Yeah, she likes the interaction of it, and the things are getting done.
Tell me the last thing I want to end with: wash and repeat. What does that mean?
Oh, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
On the bottles of shampoo in the UK, you've got the instructions, and it'll say lather up, wash, and it'll say rinse and repeat. Right. Okay. So that was as we've been walking around during the week. I've been making little notes on the iPhone of keywords and things just to remind me of what's been happening. One of them I put down was go to the root of the problem, go to the source of the problem, fix it, rinse and repeat, and it was to do with constraints. Find the biggest constraint, fix it, rinse and repeat.
Yeah, and just keep doing it.
Once you've done it, find the next constraint and fix that.
Right. Very cool. So I guess I want you one last story I want to tell. So Ashley has taken lean to a whole nother level in terms of negotiation. That you've implemented lean in your negotiation skills with the people you engage every day. Yeah. And so you told me an incredible story. You moved into a brand new factory. You go ahead and tell the story.
Well, in the transition of moving from the old factory to the new factory and preparing the new factory, there was a lot of unwieldy trees, tall firs down one side, about 10 of these. We wanted to clear it all out because we'd gained another 6 foot of car park. and it just looked nice. You know,
Right.
tied it all up, put fencing up. So we went in the first few days, chainsaw, straight into them, dropping them into the car park.
Right.
And we were probably about halfway down, and this little old guy comes running across the road, shouting and waving.
Because there's a neighborhood on the other side.
Yeah,
right?
on the other side was like a little industrial park, and on the other side of the road, houses. And you know, I was waving and shouting, "Whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop! You can't do that!" And he
You don't
came-
have permission to
he
do
came
that.
over, yeah, we shut the chainsaw down. So, you know, what's the problem? He said, "You're cutting all the trees down. You've not got permission to do it." And I said, "I don't need permission. They're my trees." And he said, "Yeah, but it's a noise barrier. It's a break between your factory and our house. The house. So it blocks all the noise." I said, "You've not asked me what I do in the factory." He said, "Well, what do you do?" I said, "We stuff pillows." So, oh, okay.
And on he goes.
Well, it's up. Yeah.
That is English humor, in case you don't know it. You have to know the English. They have the best humor. The Brits, boy, I tell you, they got as dry humor as you can get.
Yeah.
We stuff pillows.
That's
And off he goes.
Never came back.
Never came back. Never told him you're an industrial welding outfit, right? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you guys are great. Well, we look forward to seeing all the updates. You've given us a lot of updates already, a lot of great pictures. And of course, everyone at FastCap knows you not as Ashley Bailey, but as
Katie's dad.
Katie's dad.
Katie's dad.
Katie's dad's here, so Katie's absolutely
It's a
amazing.
shame I couldn't bring her.
Yeah, well,
we'll come
soon.
back.
And how was flying the plane?
Great.
Yeah?
That was awesome.
Yeah, I let Ashley take off today.
Yeah.
Katie, I'm letting your dad fly the plane. You see? Right there. Good. Pretty cool.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's pretty cool stuff. We didn't have great weather, but so you got the full tour, 4 or 5 days at FastCap, flying the plane, and back home to turn the world upside down.
Yeah, it was great.
Well, it's been a lot of fun
Appreciate the
getting
opportunity.
to do this. And next time we'll do an interview in your plant. We'll get to show everybody all these incredible improvements.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah, thank you.
Remember, life's an adventure. Be a part of the solution. Go out, learn, improve, change, think outside the box. We can change the way the world thinks. Be an innovator. I really got to stop getting myself in these situations. That's a leopard, and that's an elephant. Yes, and this is a cheetah.
Like, oh, I saw
Here,
that.
kitty, 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 kitty,
Oh,
kitty.
cute. He wants to play.
Uh-oh. Got it.